Are we moving out onto one side?
Either side. Alright, super fun thing that we like to do, and even more so now since our second side is doing the puzzle. This one's pretty cool, so Kylie's the one that picked this one out. So she went to Japan last year, and I'm pretty jealous about that. But we ended up getting a puzzle because we like to do puzzles, and she ended up getting one that reminded her of Japan. This one's pretty cool though. So this is what this puzzle is. 1,000-piece puzzle. It looks like a Chinese brand, to be honest, but the quality on it's pretty good. It's actual wood instead of cardboard, which we didn't know. But also, it kind of helps you cheat a little bit. So behind all the pieces are letters, and there's no instructions to this, but my assumption is they provided this, I don't even know, it's almost like a poster, but it's perforated into 8 sections, and my guess is that each section, so A, B, C, D,
Well, this is
E.
H.
Yeah, it's a weird order, so I think it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna help you cheat, but it looks pretty cool. Once we can get it finished, we'll get that laminated, and then hang it up somewhere. Laminated and framed and hang it up. In the meantime, we'll be watching some New Girl on TV and passing time with this puzzle. Bam. 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 Technique, get all 4 corners. Next technique, get all the edges. Next technique, fill in the puzzle. Step 1 already done. Look at all the progress we made. 1 edge, almost 2. So this is the current layout for a possible entertainment center. It's based off the Kia Besta shelves, and I like the floating shelf concept, so pretty much have it set up how I want it to. The TV essentially is going to be in the same spot. I'm probably going to mount the TV. I'm not sure how I want to do that yet, because I'm thinking if I mount it, or if I don't mount it, then it'd be just resting on that floating shelf, and that's going to want to push it down. I don't know if the shelf's going to have that much strength and support to support the weight of the TV, because the TV is relatively heavy. But as you can see, the concept is I want the outlet to be in the shelf, so it's just an overall clean look. You're not going to see any wires running from out of it, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is having to cut some holes in between the walls of the shelves so I can run wires through it. I may also route wires behind the wall, so it's just an overall clean look. I also wanted to fill up this wall. It's such a huge wall, and having that shelf right there pretty much takes up that room where I don't feel like I need to add anything else there. One option was having the TV here. That's where it was before, mainly because the cable outlet and all of that important plugs are located on this wall. Actually, even behind this photo is a plug. Even behind this one is where you can feed wires through, and then that just pops out at the bottom down here, but you can't see it. It's well hidden that way. So right now the plan is to have the TV and shelves there. So I recommend if any of you guys are trying to do this, tape it out, just give yourself an actual visual. But probably play around with this, thinking of actually lining this up just to see how that works. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, here it is with that shelf pushed in. What do you think? Now I feel like that space on the side there almost has to be something added there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You want me to move this one down here?
The top one?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I like the way it's centered with the TV. But I don't like that it's not centered with the other two. So I think can you move it back to where it was in the room?
Yes.
No, because now it's not even.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I could always move it down.
Yeah, and then we have that big empty space on top. So. But yeah, I do like them stacked like that, I think. Can you put a line above the TV for this shelf? Or we could just do it like this, move this there. Because now we don't have room for that little shelf like we had planned.
Alright, so I moved it back mainly because I think the first setup is one that appeals to me a lot more. I like the modern look with the asymmetry. It doesn't look so put together. So just like this, and also I think that fills out, even just the way that it sticks out more, just fills up the wall a lot better. Now these blue lines, those are shelves. I'm just seeing how it may play out, and they'll just essentially those shelves. Yeah, I like how that looks. I've always wanted a floating anything, really, and so I'm excited to see how that goes out. Another concept for this wall, though, is I'm thinking of doing a shiplap just on this wall, kind of like an accent wall. My idea for it was just a shiplap. I'm planning on getting a piano from Kylie's parents' house to place there. So this entire shelf actually is going to be upstairs or somewhere else. I don't plan for it to be there, even though, you know, I think we made it work and it looks great. But even with that, the type of shiplap, I'm not even sure. I don't know if I want it just white shiplap or it to be like a wood 2x4 licking wall, kind of similar to like this type of wood. I don't know if you can see that, but even this type, we'll see. Here are kind of like similar schematics, just a drawing that I drew when I was thinking that the TV was going to be on this wall. So essentially what this is this, instead of this setup, it would look like this. And so that couch obviously is right there. But we'd be facing the TV, and then this entire wall would be just kind of a whole accent wall. So as you can see kind of how that is right there. That was either the piano or some desk. A giant clock would be essentially where that is at. And so I was kind of thinking that, but instead I'm thinking of doing just this section on this wall. So if you can imagine this, but right over there, that's kind of what I was thinking, but we'll see. We'll have plenty of time to figure out what we want to do, especially because I just went to my parents' house, essentially to find one of these stud finders so I could make sure that these can mount. But while we were over there, Trump was on TV, and essentially we saw that he's extending the social distancing thing. Oh.
The start of brownies. Homemade brownies, not from a box. My first
Taking pride in that. Anyways, we were back at my parents' house, and looks like they were extending the social distancing until April 30th, which is a whole nother month away, which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, I miss going to the gym. I don't have near the equipment or the weights, any access to any of that anywhere. So now I have to figure out my new workout program. But besides the point, what I'm trying to get at is we're gonna have a lot of time to do projects. So not only do we want to work on the entertainment center or that wall, we also want to get our office set up. I also want to build my own PC specifically for not gaming, but for video editing, even though it's pretty similar, honestly, just based off what I've seen. So, and that's a little bit of extra money. So we'll see.
It's good.
Ooh, that is good.
It's gonna be good brownies.
I hope so.
And you don't like brownies.
I don't like brownies.
That batter's good. Dang. I'm so proud of myself. Someone put the recipe on their Instagram.
That was really good batter.